Good morning, children. How are you, children? I hope all of you are fine. Today, class for 10th class. Subject is biological science. Children, we are discussing about the circulatory system, nothing but transportation chapter. In that one, we are discussing about the how does heart pumps the blood. Okay, imagine that the deoxygenated blood is formed means nothing but due to the metabolic activities the impure blood is formed. The impure blood is formed in body parts. So at the time the vein collect the deoxygenated or impure blood to the right atrium of the heart. So from the lower parts of the body, nothing but hands and legs, the superior vena cava collect the deoxygenated blood, and from the head and neck region, another major vein called as inferior vena cava. What? Inferior vena cava collects the deoxygenated blood. DOB means nothing but deoxygenated blood. Both this superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, both this superior vena cava and inferior vena cava are joined together to form vena cava. Finally, this vena cava enter into the right atrium of the heart. Right atrium of the heart. So the right atrium is now filled with which blood? Deoxygenated blood or impure blood? What? Impure blood. So children, you know about that one. In heart there are four chambers are there. In heart there are how many chambers are there? Four chambers are there. So the upper chambers are called as atria, and the lower chambers are called as ventricles, and the right side chambers are larger when compared to the left side chambers. So here the deoxygenated blood from the lower parts of the body and the head part of the body enter into the right atrium. The deoxygenated blood from the right atrium enter into the right ventricle. Right ventricle by the valve called as tricuspid valve. So in between the right atrium and right ventricle, one septum is there. In one septum one valve is there, that is tricuspid valve. So with the help of that valve the deoxygenated blood will enter into that one right ventricle. So now the right ventricle is filled with deoxygenated blood. So from the right ventricle the deoxygenated blood, from the right ventricle the deoxygenated blood transported to the lungs by the pulmonary artery. By the which artery? Pulmonary artery. So you know that one all artery supplies the oxygenated blood to the body parts. Exception is what? Pulmonary artery. So from the right ventricle the pulmonary artery is originated. It supplies the deoxygenated blood to the lungs. It supply what? Deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Next In lungs, we observe that once several small numerous chambers are present that are called as alveoli. In alveoli, the purification of the blood is taking place. Means nothing but carbon dioxide is released outside from our body, and the blood is now mixed with the oxygen. So impure blood becomes pure blood. So in whatever it may be, the blood that is purified in the lungs, that is transported to the left atrium by the pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein. You know, children, all veins collect the impure blood from the various body parts, but exception that one pulmonary vein. This pulmonary vein supply the oxygenated blood to the left atrium. You know, children, in between the left atrium and left ventricle, one small aperture, means hole is there, means valve is there. That valve is called as nothing but a bicuspid valve or mitral valve. When the left atrium contracts, immediately the blood is filled with the blood will transported into left ventricle. So the left side of the heart contain the pure blood or oxygenated blood, and systemic aorta is originated from the left ventricle. So from the left ventricle, the systematic aorta supply the oxygenated blood to the all body parts. So here the blood will circulate two times. The blood will circulate two times through the heart. So one is in between the heart and lungs. Another one is in between the heart and body parts. Okay, in between the heart and body parts. So that's why this circulatory system is called as nothing but double circulatory system. Double circulatory system. So the blood circulation in between the heart and lungs is called as pulmonary circulation. The blood circulation in between the lungs and heart is called as pulmonary circulation, and the blood circulation in between the body parts and heart is called as systemic circulation. The blood circulation in between the body parts and heart are called as systemic circulation. So here the type of circulatory system in which the blood is transported twice through the heart is called as a double circulatory system. The circulatory system in which the blood is transported through the heart twice is called as double circulatory system. So carefully observe this flowchart and try to understand how the blood will circulate in our body. How the blood will circulate in our body. So this is about that double circulatory system. Next, single circulatory system. Okay, the single circulatory system means what? The type of circulatory system. The type of circulatory system in which the type of circulatory system in which the blood, the type of circulatory system in which blood is transported through the heart only once is called as single circulatory system. Children, we observed that one single circulatory system in the fishes only. Why? Because nothing more, first of all, the blood is reaches to the gills. Next, the gills supply oxygen to the blood, and this oxygenated blood is supplied to the body parts. From body parts, the deoxygenated blood again supplied to the gills. So in between heart and gills, the blood flows only one time. That's why this type of circulatory system is called as nothing but a single circulatory system. Double circulatory system is nothing but the blood passes through the heart twice to complete one circulation is called as double circulatory system. Okay, this both this single circulatory system and double circulatory systems are very very important. Children, now carefully observe this table. Okay, from information skills this type of tables are given. So here four type of animals names are given. One is blue whale, elephant, man, coal tilt, and the weight of the body given, weight of the heart and number of heartbeat per minute. So here the blue whale weight is approximately 1,50,000 kg. Nothing but it is the largest mammal on the earth. అంటే పాలిచ్చే జీవుల్లో అతిపెద్దది. విచ్ వన్ నీలి తిమింగలం. దట్స్ వై ఇట్స్ వెయిట్ ఈస్ వెరీ మోర్. సో అప్రాక్సిమేట్లీ ఇట్స్ వెయిట్ ఈస్ 1,50,000 kgs. అండ్ weight of the heart, what is the weight of the heart of the blue whale? 750 kgs. Means nothing but its heart is equal to the small sized car. Okay, and you know that one the blue whale heart beats very slowly. Why? Because nothing but the heart size is very big. So that's why number of heartbeats are only 7. So as the heart weight is more, the heartbeat rate is very less. As the heart weight is more, the heartbeat rate is very more, 7. So next come to the another animal, elephant. The weight of the elephant is nothing but 3,000 kgs. So approximately the weight of the heart is 12 to 21 kgs and the heartbeat rate is only 46. So after blue whale, the elephant is the second largest mammal. So that's why its heart rate is 46. Man weight is approximately in between. Most of the healthy person weight is in between that one 60 to 70 kgs. The weight of the heart is nothing but 300 grams. Okay, most of the time our heart size equals to our fist. అంటే మన యొక్క పిడికిలి సైజు పరిమాణంలో మాత్రమే ఉంటుంది. అవర్ హార్ట్ బీట్ రేట్ ఈజ్ 72 to 76 times per minute. కోల్ టిల్ట్ బర్డ్ వెయిట్ ఓన్లీ 8 grams. దాని వెయిటే చాలా తక్కువ. అండ్ హార్ట్ వెయిట్ ఈజ్ 0.15 grams. Per minute it beats 1200 times. 1200 times it beats per minute. So it is the fastest heartbeat we observe. Means nothing but as the weight of the heart is less, the heartbeat rate is very more. So this is about the relationship between the heart rate and the weight of the heart and weight of the mammal. Weight of the mammal. So children, here normally to complete one circulation in double circulation it takes only time 0.8 seconds and the time needed for the arterial contraction is 0.11 to 0.14 seconds and the time needed for the ventricular contraction 0.27 to the 0.35 seconds. Okay, normally you know the children, the blood is pumped into the blood vessels in regular interval. Okay, all the body tissues not receives the blood continuously. హార్ట్ అనేది కంటిన్యూస్గా బెడ్ పనిచేయి ఇన్ స్పాట్స్ అంటే కొద్దిగా గ్యాప్ అనేది ఉంటుంది ఒక్కొక్క పంప్కి. సో దట్స్ వై వి ఫీల్ దట్ వన్ the sounds like lub and dub. Okay, lub and dub. So normally when we listen the sound lub, so normally when the ventricles are filled with blood, they are contracting and arteria start relaxing. The aperture between the arteria and ventricle are closed by the walls. So at the time the valve which are present in between the atria and ventricle closed. So at the time we listen the sharp sound lub. What? Lub. So when we listen the dub sound, when the ventricles are completely filled with blood, the blood tries to move, come back into the ventricles, and at the time the valves which are present means nothing but systemic valves and semilunar valves that are present in the arteries are closed. At the time we listen the sound dub. So that's why in the heartbeat we observe that one sound like lub and dub. What? Lub and dub. So this cardiac cycle is very very important. One time carefully observe the diagrams and sequences of this cardiac cycles. Okay, and you have to concentrate on the single circulation and double circulation. Double circulation. Okay children, so this is about the circulatory system. Normally children, in our body, opposite to that one circulatory system, lymphatic system is present. What? Lymphatic system is present. So in our daily life we observe some experience. When we are in a long journey, we observe that one the swelling of legs. So while we are in long journey, the legs will be swell. What is the reason? Why? Because nothing but the fluid material that is called as nothing but lymph is accumulated in our legs. The fluid material that is called as what? Lymph is accumulated in the blood in the legs. So the lymph only responsible for the swelling of legs. So when we take the proper rest, immediately the swelling is gone and we get the normal conditions. So normally when we performing that overnight journey or when we are continuously sitting, at the time the fluid material means nothing but the liquid portion of the blood is accumulated from the blood capillaries, that is called as nothing but tissue fluid. This tissue fluid is only called as lymph. When the lymph material is accumulated in our legs, the legs will be swollen. This condition is called as edema. What? Edema. So children, when we are in overnight journey or when we are sitting continuously, at the time the tissue fluid from the blood capillaries accumulated in our legs and our legs will be swollen. So this condition is called as edema. What? Edema. So normally the lymph is a link. The lymph is a link between the blood and the tissues to pass the essential substance from the blood to the various parts of our body. Okay, normally you know that one in blood contain two type of material: solid materials, nothing but blood cell, and lymph material, that is a liquid part of the blood. Okay, so this is about that lymphatic system. If you have doubt, immediately ask me about the lymphatic system. Mainly you have to concentrate on that one, what is lymph and what is edema. Thank you.